I've knocked Bridie down the stairs once, and I knocked Arthur down the stairs once. Honestly, there is nothing that's worse than thinking that your eyesight's going to hurt your children.
You don't want to go down the red one?
When you have something like what I have, it doesn't just affect you, it affects everybody. And I don't think that a lot of people like yourselves, I don't even think you guys appreciate how much you adjust to help me. Do you know what I mean? And you just do it because you love me, right? But, I think it does affect people.
Next year, I'm going to be undertaking a huge challenge. I'm going to be running 400 kilometres around the island of Mallorca. I'm going to be doing this in under 6 days, and it includes over 5,000 metres of climb, which is over half the height of Everest. My brother is registered blind, and he has been since he was 19 years old. I decided to do this challenge earlier this year. There's been a lot of planning going into it, but I think it's incredibly important that as a brother, I'm supporting my brother and people like my brother who have been given some obstacles in life that, most of us don't have to deal with.
Mum had taken me to the hospital multiple times, but they couldn't work out what was wrong with my eyesight because all the other tests that they'd done came back and said that there was nothing wrong, but obviously there clearly was. And there was this short doctor with round spectacles, but he was really aloof. So he kind of just he just seemed almost moody. He was right, come in here. So he sat me down. He went, I've got the diagnosis. And he just said, okay, Mr. Barlow, do you drive? And I said, no. And he went, thank God, because you never will again. I went, what? And he just said, yeah, you've got retinitis pigmentosa, you're probably going to go blind.
People just assume that if you're visually impaired, that all of a sudden your world becomes small and isolated and insular, and that isn't the case. You're testament to that, really. You demonstrated that you can build your own business. You've demonstrated that you can run teams. You've demonstrated that you can commute and travel globally. You can get about and you can do amazing things.
The misconceptions for blind people is people think they're pissed all the time, and I'm just pissed most of the time.
The challenges can be broken down into 6 days. So it's just over 400 kilometres, so it's going to be roughly around 70 kilometres per day, give or take a couple of kilometres. First couple of days, there's a significant amount of climb involves running down the Tramontana mountain range in Mallorca. I've been training now for just over 5 months. I've got another 5 months of training to do. I'm running 4 to 5 times a week, probably averaging around 80 to 90 kilometres per week. One of the amazing charities that we're raising funds for is a charity called Visa, and it's the Visually Impaired Sailing Association, and they do incredible work taking blind and visually impaired people out and teaching them how to be part of a sailing crew and a sailing team, which is something that's absolutely fantastic. And the exciting news that we've just received in the last couple of hours is that they've just chartered 2 boats over in Porto Pollença, which is the start line for the event. And we're now going to be racing 2 teams of blind and visually impaired around the island as part of this event. I think anybody wanting to support this challenge has got a great opportunity in creating long-lasting change well after the event is complete. The charities that we're working with change people's lives every day. So anybody supporting this is only supporting the continual and lasting effects that those charities have.
This challenge is absolute levels, because the impact that this is going to have is going to be absolutely incredible. You've got to understand that when you've got an eyesight condition, it can be quite a lonely situation, a lonely place. And looking at someone that's older, 38 years old, and I have 2 children, I'm married, and just because you have RP doesn't mean that you're fundamentally different. You can live a really rich and fulfilled life.
This is my message to my brother Andrew. I would say you don't know how inspirational you are. You don't know how many more people you could inspire, because you've never let it define you. You are a testament to your family and our family for the resilience that you've shown, and I love you very much.